Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WrestleMania 41 predictions. My name is Erron Emerald, and up there, that is Blackbelt. Say what's up.
What up?
Blackbelt, are you excited for WrestleMania 41?
You know, biggest event of the year. Some of the matches are lackluster, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm excited. Who isn't excited for Mania season?
I'm always excited for Mania, except maybe WrestleMania 32.
What I was like, what year was that? What was that?
2016.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was Roman and H, right?
Yeah,
And an
Roman
absolute
and
amazing
Triple H.
match. An absolute amazing match.
It was a decent match, but the crowd hated it, especially since the Dean Ambrose Brock Lesnar match was a shit show.
All right. So the first thing you want to talk about, Aaron? Let's talk about the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. It is a Mania tradition, so we are going to do a prediction on it,
Even though it's on SmackDown,
which is stupid as hell.
I hard agree. They could at least put it on a pre-show, if
Like
anything.
they've done in the past.
Yeah. Um, I honestly have no idea who could win it. Who do you think could win it?
So I'm between like two people. One, my first one is someone who is new and could kind of use a bit, like could get a big push from this.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is someone that's been around for a while, and this would be a good moment for him. So my first one, and this is my official pick, so I don't want people saying, "Oh, you picked two people." My official pick is Carmelo Hayes.
Okay.
Because I think he could kind of use this as some sort of
Like
momentum.
a launching pad.
Yeah, like I'm a little upset that Carmelo hasn't been doing anything. I'm mad that they brought him to the main roster and they haven't used him at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping he wins it here, and I'm hoping that this is like a way to project him. Maybe he goes to Money in the Bank at that point. Maybe he qualifies for that in the future.
I could see that happening.
But then on the other side of the spectrum, I have someone. I have Ray Phoenix. Because
Really?
I could see WWE taking the lightning in a bottle that they caught with bringing Ray Phoenix and Penta here,
Mm-hmm.
and said yes, book him for this. That'd be huge.
I could definitely see him being in the match. I don't know if he's gonna win. He could certainly make it to maybe the final four.
Yeah,
I was gonna go on along the same lines of maybe Carmelo Hayes or maybe Andrade. Give them something.
yeah.
Um, I don't really have an official pick for this because it's just so hard to try to count who could win when there's going to be like what 20, 30 people in the match.
Yeah, it's very hard to like, and like they don't even have a lot of people that like you'd even think of. Like they just bring a lot of like tag teams to throw in there, and they throw a lot of like
Fuck it, my official pick is Montez Ford. There we go.
one half of the tag champs that are in a match later that night.
Yep.
Got it.
And the first matchup for WrestleMania 41 Night 1 is the Royal Rumble winner, main event, Jey Uso, opening the show like I predicted against the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General, Gunther. Black Belt, what do you think of this matchup? What do you think of main event Jey Uso, Royal Rumble winner, opening the show?
Bullshit. Look,
Which part is bullshit? The main event part?
so here's my thing, right? I don't understand. I like how, because you and I kind of talked about this the other night,
Mm-hmm.
that at this point, it's not about the main event spot of Mania, it's about the world title match.
Yeah.
I can't say I disagree with it because at the end of the day, that way it's like WWE doesn't have to book a good story to main event Mania. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it's like this shouldn't kick off, in my opinion. I mean, it is
Well,
going to be a great match, but I don't think it needs
I would
to kick
much
off.
rather I would much rather have this kick off the show with high energy rather than it floundering in the middle of the card.
Yeah, I guess.
The worst place to be is the middle of the card
Yeah, I guess.
because people are super excited to see the opening and that dictates the energy for the night, and then people are super excited for the main event. Being in the middle of the card is going to kill whatever match no matter how good it is.
Chad, it's almost like he was a wrestler or something.
Yeah. Whoops.
Um,
But yeah, being in the opening isn't bad, but they've got to scrap the main event, Jey Uso.
yeah.
They have to scrap it. I think that's why he's, quote unquote, crashing out again, so they can distance away from the main event nickname.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad you brought that up because that's actually going to lead into my pick. If they do not have Jay win this match, I don't think he'll ever be a single star again.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, he won the IC title, but that was basically scrapped right away.
Yeah,
because
he held
went
it
right
for a week.
Yeah, because then he went right back into the Bloodline story. It did nothing for him. So I think at this point, if Jay doesn't win this title, you basically took this whole story and made it pointless. Because now Jay has something on the line. After what Gunther did to Jimmy, now this is personal for Jay.
The thing is, I think this story would have been so much better if it was Jimmy.
You think if Jimmy won...
If it was Jimmy instead of Jay, I think it would have gone over more.
Really?
Absolutely.
I could see that, honestly. I could see that. But
because no Yeet was at its prime, higher, more elevated than just Yeet. No Yeet was so fucking gas. Fucking got a better theme, better entrance. Of course, they got basically the same move set, but they sell things differently as well.
Well, as my official pick, I'm wearing the shirt right now. We go main event Jey Uso. Take that title home, brother. I need you.
Dang, that's crazy. I don't think Gunther's dropping 2 titles, 2 WrestleManias in a row. I'm going with my official pick, the Ring General Gunther. Yes, sir.
I said he shouldn't have lost the IC title last year, but...
I agree.
All right, Aaron. Now we're going to go from one Rumble winner to another because we are going to talk about the WWE Women's Championship match as Tiffany Stratton defends against Charlotte Flair. Boo! Get her out of here. Why is she here? This bothers me so much.
This official render doesn't even look like her now.
It doesn't. This is not Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, what the hell? All right. You and I both know what time it is.
I mean, I got my watch on right now, and I believe that says it's Tiffy time.
It's Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton is not dropping that shit.
She better not fucking lose this shit. I will fucking riot. Because that's so fucking bullshit. This just proves... I'm saying this now. If Charlotte wins here, this is proof that you can't go against Charlotte and win. Because I kind of like the story that they're telling. Tiffany Stratton is a young Charlotte Flair. The only difference is that she didn't have Daddy to take her with her.
Mm-hmm.
Because she brings some valid points.
Yeah.
You were 25 in cheerleading or whatever, and I'm 25 here as women's champion.
Bars.
I don't remember the exact promo, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Let's talk about the 0-3 line. That shit was gas, bro.
And it was off script too.
Well, that was also because Charlotte tried snubbing her when she went off script in their video interview.
Oh yeah.
That's why.
Ludwig
that was
Kaiser was in my DMs. Oh,
and then
bullshit.
she did that shit,
bullshit.
And everybody was like, "Okay, brother, This is the one man that the entire world went, I don't think he would have cheated.
I love how everyone's like Ludwig Kaiser's like, bro, he got a 15 already. He ain't trying to get with a fucking 2.
Real. But yeah, Tiffany Stratton's taking it home.
Yep.
Of course, it'll be a decent match. I hope. I mean, we've seen what happens when Charlotte tries to shoot. Just look at the Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax on Raw.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You remember that? Remember
Yeah.
that hot fucking mess?
All right.
But yeah, Tiffany Stratton's taking the W.
Right there. Pacific time.
Black Belt, it is time for our United States Championship match. We've got Jacob Fatu, the Samoan Werewolf, taking on L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
For the United States Championship. Who do you got?
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little disappointed in this match. I'm disappointed because I expected there to be like a massive like ladder match kind of thing to get some more contenders in this match. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think LA Knight should be holding this title, and I sure as hell don't think Jacob Fatu should be going after the title. But I gotta make a pick, so I'm going with LA Knight. Yeah, but there's a reason for it. I predict that Solo is going to get involved trying to help Jacob, but he costs him instead. And that kind of will separate the... Because I feel like we kind of seen some tension between them in the last few weeks.
Oh, for sure.
So I could see this being like, either Jacob's going to snap here, or Solo's going to realize that I got to do something. I can't beat this man.
Or something along the lines of, I need to get this wild Samoan werewolf under control because he's been undermining him a lot recently.
Yeah.
But they've built Jacob Fatu so much to be a monster. It's either going to be almost entirely one-sided or Solo will cost him.
Yeah.
So the story would be for Solo to cost him, or at least be angry on the following episode of SmackDown. I don't know. Or Jacob Fatu, wins clean, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
So I think with my official pick, I'm gonna pick Tasa Lua Toa Fatu. Yes, sir. Jacob Fatu, the Samoan Werewolf, is going to be walking out with the WWE United States Championship. Next matchup for Night 1 is the WWE World Tag Team Championships. The New Day. Taking on the current champions, the War Raiders. This is impossible to pick.
Oh, no, it's not. For me, it's not.
For me, it is, and I'll tell you why. I want to hear your pick.
I'm picking New Day. And I'm picking New Day for one reason only. This heel New Day has been a fucking bust. It was only until, like, this past week where they actually started being threats. Because this New Day is not about, bootios and pancakes and all about having fun. These guys are serious now. So I cannot see a world where this heel New Day goes anywhere unless they win here. So I think you need to have them win in a heel cheating style way and basically make it to where, yeah, they are heels now. They're going to win by any means necessary.
I hard agree. Both of these, if either of these teams lose, it sucks because the War Raiders certainly deserve a long world title reign.
Yeah, I agree.
They are a phenomenal team. They've been working together for a long fucking time. They've been killing it. and I would love for them to hold the titles for as long as humanly possible. But like you were saying, if the New Day do not win this, the heel turn falls flat on its ass.
Yeah.
It's it's just the worst predicament to be in because I want both of these teams to win and I want neither of these teams to lose.
Yeah.
The only way I can get that is if the New Day say fuck it, ignore the ref, and they fucking bring out weapons or some shit. But then it
Yeah.
makes the match pointless.
Yeah. I don't know. I hard agree with you. In the same breath, I do like the War Raiders. I want them to hold the titles longer. But with the way they're booking this feud, or the way that they're booking the heel New Day, to me it's like this is do or die for him. It's the same way I thought about Jay. Like if they don't win here, there's no coming back for it.
And the thing is, if they don't ramp up like how heel they are with dominant victories, I think they will still fall flat on their ass even if they do win the tag titles.
Yeah.
Like post WrestleMania in title defenses, they need to keep up this heel aggression and bending of the rules. And I think if they do win at WrestleMania, which is my official pick by the way, the New Day, um if whenever they are booked to lose, I think they should only lose them in a multi-tag team match, and they should not be involved in the finish.
I agree.
Because if they get pinned so soon after immediately turning heel, they're fucked.
Yeah. The only way I could see them potentially like taking a pin but like keeping their heel side is if like
Mm-hmm.
say hypothetically like let's say New Day wins here, they win the titles, and then the War Raiders face them again.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, they would have to just kind of lose by disqualification, making it to where they're not they're not cowardly, but they're desperate, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
So they can get the DQ and then directly afterwards be like, "There was your rematch."
Yeah. That
I could certainly see that happening, or similarly that we've seen in the past where a blind tag would be made where one of the opponents doesn't know and they try to go for a pin. You know, 1, 2, 3. Wait, why didn't the bell ring? Turn around and then they get hit with like a Trouble in Paradise or something. One,
yeah.
two, three.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening.
Or I believe we've seen it before. I can't remember exactly when. Where the ref also believed that that person was legal. They count the 3, call for the bell, and then they get told via the replay, "Oh shit, that wasn't the legal member. The
Yeah.
match is still on." And while they're celebrating, they get fucking jumped.
I could also see the New Day pulling that kind of thing though. Like imagine if like let's say New Day are in a match with the War Raiders. War Raiders make a tag, ref doesn't see it. New Day hits the Trouble in Paradise or whatever, pin them, and then they just leave, saying that, nah, that was your match. He messed up, we didn't. We did nothing wrong. We're done.
True. And then just take like the count out or whatever.
Yeah.
Either way, New Day, please God, win the World Tag Titles, even though I love War Raiders so much.
I do too. All right, Aaron. The next match we're going to discuss is Jade Cargill versus Naomi. How are you feeling about this match?
Honestly, this match has one of the best builds to WrestleMania this year.
Yeah.
Which is the crazy part. And the even crazier part is I still don't think it was Naomi.
You think it was Bianca all along?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely yes. Absolutely. I still think it's Bianca. but Jade coming fresh off of an injury, returning as a baby face, and this isn't her first WrestleMania. She was there last year.
Yeah.
But this is her first singles match at Mania.
Hmm.
She is for sure getting the win.
She better. The only reason I would see Naomi getting the win is by heel tactics.
Yeah, I think she'll pull out a classic like Ric Flair move. She'll like get on her knees like, no, wait, no, I'm trying to tell you it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was Bianca. And then she's, what? And she gets up, hits her with her fucking whatever finisher it is.
Yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3. That's the only way I could see Jade losing. But my official pick is Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
Getting the win. It's going to be a phenomenal match.
It should
be, especially due to Naomi's time in TNA wrestling. She's been able to hone her craft and get more outside of just the WWE scope of how matches are put together and how they're paced and whatnot. I think it's going to be a great match.
I do too. I think it's going to be great.
I think it's going to be the sleeper match of the night.
Oh, I'm not sure if I ever said it. I'm also picking Jade Cargill.
That's fair. Black belt, this next matchup, Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano.
Cinema.
Absolute cinema. You know what makes me mad, Black belt?
What?
That El Grande Americano, who debuted only a few short weeks ago, is getting a match on WrestleMania, and Chad Gable isn't. That just makes me sick.
Injustice.
But on a serious note, these two are gonna put on a fucking clinic. It's gonna be absolutely fucking amazing. I feel that the finish will be Rey Mysterio unmasking El Grande Americano.
Yeah. Do you think Rey wins first, or do you think he unmasks him then wins? Because my pick is Rey.
Ooh, that's a good one. Does he win then unmask, or does he unmask then win? I think if it's unmasked during the match, El Grande Americano wins. But if Rey wins, I think El Grande Americano gets unmasked post-match.
What I could definitely see happening is potentially so I could see El Grande Americano on the ground. Rey kind of goes for something. The mask accidentally comes off, and then obviously in lucha culture they throw the towel at El Grande Americano so his face is covered. I could then see American Made coming out and kind of saying like, "What?" I can see a Grande Americano, or American Made coming out and like, "What are you doing? This is all about your culture. What are you doing? You can't take the mask off." Kind of like distracting Rey away. El Grande Americano quick rolls up Rey, beats him, and then he rolls out and basically just runs with the towel still covering.
True. That could be it. But also, I've seen people talking online, like legitimately thinking that El Grande Americano and Chad Gable are two separate people. You want to know why?
Why?
Because on the most recent episode of Monday Night Raw, Chad Gable came out to the ring for the American Made match, and then was kicked out, and then out came El Grande Americano, but there was no back tattoo that Chad Gable has. Chad Gable has a back tattoo. El Grande Americano doesn't.
That's actually so true.
So like it's made me think like, wait a fucking minute, am I getting like double worked right now?
Hold on. So hold on, real quick. Now that you bring that up, that's actually kind of brings a valid point. Could you see WWE doing like a massive, like, let's say, okay, hold on, I'm trying to think here for a second.
Massive swerve, El Grande Americano's, doing his match, whatever, fucking
The Chad Gable comes out.
the rest of American Made gets kicked out from ringside, and then out comes Chad Gable.
Oh my god.
That would be fucking ludicrous.
Okay, so then here's my question then. Here's my actual question then. Who the hell is this? Like, if this is actually not Chad Gable,
Unless, like, the singlet has been perfectly hiding Chad Gable's tattoo the entire time.
I don't even know what his back tattoo looks like.
It's just like in between the shoulder blades.
Oh shit. Nope, go back to that.
Yeah, it's just like in between the shoulder blades. It's nothing crazy. It's a small tattoo.
I love how when I look up Gable's back tattoo, the first thing is not only him, but the Grande Americano with the same tattoo. Because it is there.
Okay, phenomenal. Yeah, I know some people had seen the mask, seen the tattoo on El Grande Americano, which makes me think that two people can be donning the mask at the same time.
True.
I mean, you know, that first week you saw El Grande Americano get escorted out by security with Chad Gable standing right there.
I can only imagine this is like. Here's my question though: like, if this turns out, oh my god,
are we getting worked, brother?
if this is Chad Gable all along, then my one question is this an indie talent or is this like an actual like debut in the making? Like, that's my question here.
If it actually isn't Chad Gable, I'm like 99.99% certain it's Chad Gable.
Yeah.
But that .01 is right there. Big enough to cause doubt. It's entirely possible that it's not.
Yeah.
I'm getting worked, brother.
Yeah, like, I can't tell if I'm just being worked or if I'm just overthinking the hell out of this.
It could be both.
True. It could very well be both.
My official pick is El Grande Americano.
Oh no, my official pick is Ray. All right, Aaron, the time has come for our night one main event. A triple threat match between Seth freaking Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. Keep in mind, Aaron, that Paul Heyman is in the corner of CM Punk. What are your thoughts?
I think it's gonna be a wash from my tribal chief Roman Reigns.
Oh.
Next question.
Okay.
No, I'm playing.
I was like, okay.
It's gonna be a banger of a match. I genuinely don't know who's going to be winning this matchup. Of course, I'm a super Roman fan. I don't hide that. I've been a fan of his since I started rewatching wrestling back in like late 2015, mid to late 2015. There's not really much else I could say. I'm a fan of all three of these men. All three of them are super talented. They all deserve this spot. They all deserve this matchup. It's a decent match. It's CM Punk getting his first ever WrestleMania main event. Seth Rollins going against the two banes of his existence, Roman Reigns and CM Punk. And then Roman, hopefully looking forward to catapult himself back into a world title picture. I'm not saying that's what I think is happening. I'm saying that's probably what it is in his mindset, at least kayfabe wise. Because this would be a big win in his eyes. He would take care of Seth Rollins, who once again hit him with a steel chair in the back, and then CM Punk, who stole his wise man for his WrestleMania, for his 10th WrestleMania main event.
to me, I think this will be a good match. I'm not the happiest that it's the main event spot because, like, again, kind of what we talked about. I think this would have been a great opener because, like you kind of said earlier, the opener sets the tone of the night. So I think this would have been a good opener match. I feel like this is the main event. This is the main event basically because you have CM Punk, who's never main evented WrestleMania. You have Roman Reigns, who's main evented fucking 10 of them. And then you have Seth Rollins, who's one of the best in wrestling today.
Well, to be completely fair, if CM Punk didn't get injured for last year's WrestleMania, he would have main evented night 1 against Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. But Drew injured him.
All right.
That's just what it is. That's what happened.
All right.
And then we wouldn't be in this situation where I legitimately don't know who to choose in this matchup because I could see either any of these members
I know who
of
I'm
this
picking.
matchup winning.
I know who I'm picking. You want to pick first? You want me to go first?
You go first.
I am picking Seth freaking Rollins. And I am picking this for one primary reason.
I think you and I are like on the same wavelength right now.
Because I could see Paul Heyman potentially costing both men.
And then Seth Rollins becoming a Paul Heyman guy.
I could see it. But what I could also see, and this is going to kind of relay into the next year or the next night. Because I could see, imagine a faction. Rock, Cena, Heyman, Rollins.
Ooh.
Because I could see Paul Heyman basically saying, "You used me for 3 years. You left me a while. You left me before. Seth Rollins is the future.
A decade.
Seth Rollins is the future, and I'm gonna take him there." Like I could see that being the case. I personally don't see Roman winning this. But the main reason I can see Rollins winning this is by finally getting his payback on Punk. I could see him pinning Punk. That way it kind of protects Roman.
I think the only person that I can't see winning this is Punk.
Yeah.
The only two people I could see winning this is Rollins and Reigns, with Rollins either pinning CM Punk or Roman Reigns pinning CM Punk. I don't think Roman or Rollins takes the pin in this matchup.
Yeah.
I think what they're going to do is have Roman be so distracted on inflicting punishment on these two that he's not going for a win. He's beating the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Because Rollins just stuck the knife in his back again on the most recent episode of Raw, hitting him in the back with the steel chair like he did in 2014, reopening that wound. And then he's also pissed at Punk for stealing his wise man ahead of WrestleMania.
Real quick, I just want to say this. I love how Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, their entire feud is based on a chair shot. When you really look at it, it is all based on the chair. And it makes me laugh, honestly.
It's more than the chair.
I know it's more than the chair.
But the chair is always the reminder.
It's symbolic.
Yes.
I do like Seth Rollins' line. I don't remember what promo it was, but you gotta stop turning your back when people's got a chair in their hands, because it was Roman, it was Seth, and then it was Sammy a few years ago.
Yeah, and then Seth again on fucking this last episode of Monday Night Raw.
And Seth at Mania again. Or no, that was Roman. Roman hit him.
Yeah, Roman was able to hit him with the chair at WrestleMania 40, but then that is what cost him the title. Because he hit Rollins instead of Cody.
Roman would rather hit Seth Rollins again rather than retain his title.
Which is why I think, along with that storytelling right there, like they did in WrestleMania 40, choosing to inflict more punishment rather than getting the win, He's going to be so focused on trying to beat them the fuck up instead of getting the win.
I agree.
Roman is definitely going to eat another nasty GTS from CM Punk, but then Punk is going to like collapse from the brutality that he was inflicted upon by Roman Reigns, and then Rollins curb stomp 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I think that's the finish.
I'm gonna be excited for this match. I wish you and I could be on a call while we watch it, but I know you're gonna watch it in your living room.
Well, we might be able to. Who knows? All right, on to night 2. All right, my prediction for kicking off night 2 of WrestleMania 41 will be the Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental Championship match. Black Belt, what are your thoughts going into this matchup?
You know, I'm excited for this match. I really am. This match is going to be a banger. I like that it's a Fatal 4-Way because that makes me think Braun Breaker is going to lose the title and kind of protect him in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point, I would love for him to go after the World Heavyweight title. I think he could go for it. I think he is a good person to hold a World Heavyweight title.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to be honest. I agree with my boy Finn. Why is Dom in the match?
Yeah.
I mean, Dom was just added. My boy Finn getting screwed again.
Again. Whatever. With you saying that you could definitely see Braun going into the world title segment, that makes me slightly, and I mean ever so slightly, reconsider the World Heavyweight Championship match prediction and think it could be Jey Uso. So his first defense is against Braun Breaker. To try to to rewrite the wrongs from when he lost the IC title belt.
Yeah.
But I'm not changing my prediction. I still think Gunther's going to win, and I hope he wins.
Yeah. But who do you got winning this match?
It really is a toss-up, but the funny thing is, my 2 winners, I think either way, they're both going to be... with my 2 winners, I think they're both going to be involved in the finish. And by that, I mean one of them is winning, and one of them is taking the pin. Period.
You saying Judgment Day?
Judgment Day, yeah. Either Dom is winning by pinning Finn, or Finn is winning by pinning Dom.
So
that's my official prediction.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a toss-up as to who could walk out with the title, but it's one of those 2.
All right. So I'm going to agree slightly. My official pick is Zero Miedo. I'm going with Penta. I think Penta is going to win the IC title here. Now, the reason I said I agree with you, because I can see Dom taking the pin here. The reason is because I could see, because Dom didn't qualify for this match. He didn't pin Penta. He didn't pin Breaker. Finn pinned, what was it, Penta? He pinned Penta in that tag match to earn this opportunity. So I think that if you tell the story to where Dom gets pinned, that's Finn's breaking point. Because that's where Finn could be like, if you were in that match, I would have won. I would have been fine. But you stuck your nose in my business, and then you got pinned and cost me my opportunity.
I'll add to it. I think Balor will hit a coup de grace on Dom, and then Penta will throw Finn Balor out and then steal the pin.
See, but I can't see them doing that in the match, though. Like I think for majority of the match, they're going to be boys. But I could
majority absolutely, but later in the match, it will break down.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then it could lead to a post-match breakup.
Yeah. Dom, like, I'm sorry, dude, and Finn just, like, slaps his hand away and walks.
Or kicks him in the dick. just any variation. There's a lot in between.
I'm like, there's a little bit of love there. Nope, you're just like, nope, kicking the dick.
Kicking the dick. It could be something as little as slapping the hand away, or like shoulder checking him out of the ring, or it could be a kick in the dick. Like,
who's to tell?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the best graphic we could find for this matchup. Unfortunately, nobody really cares about this matchup.
Bathroom break. Bathroom break. Bathroom break.
Hey, we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. Drew McIntyre, that's my pick.
I'm picking Priest just because Priest doesn't lose.
You're so fucking right. For months, he won 4-on-1s against the fucking Judgment Day. I gotta go with Drew. Please, God, let Drew win.
In my heart, Drew's gonna win. But my brain up here, knowing WWE booking, Priest is gonna win.
Yeah.
The worst part is though, Drew McIntyre is gonna dominate the whole match. He's gonna hit one south of heaven and beat him.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna hit 3 claymores to kick out at 2.999, 1 south of heaven. That's it.
Yep. Next, we're gonna talk about another match that's a load of bullshit, because we got the women's tag team title match as Liv and Raquel of Judgment Day take on Bayley and the women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria.
By the way, Lyra and Bayley were rivals up until last Friday.
Yeah. Now,
fighting for the IC title. Why the fuck isn't Lyra defending her women's IC title? Why are neither of the women's mid-card championships on the line at
That's what I'm saying. Like, this match pisses me off to no end for a few reasons. A, this is a cheap way to get these guys on the card. I understand they're women's tag champs. I understand it. Hold on. I'm going to get to that in a second. Then you have Lyra and Bayley. Lyra is the Intercontinental Champion. Why is she not defending it? I'm not even saying it had to be against Bayley. Why is she not defending it? This is the first Mania where the women's mid-card titles are a thing, and none of them are being defended. Absolute bull.
It could have easily been a ladder match like they have in several different WrestleManias. Just a women's IC title ladder match. Throw 6 of your best women there, bada boom, there you go. And it would still make Lyra look strong. It would just be like, oh, there were weapons used, so she lost it, and she didn't take the pin. So you could still get another match out of it.
And then the other load of bullshit. There was a women's gauntlet match, and they ran the gauntlet. They started, and they eliminated every other team. Fuck that noise.
I mean, I guess it shows their cohesion with just being thrown together.
Cohesion my ass.
I don't know. I'm just trying to spitball. I don't know.
I will say this. You know who I would have wanted in this match? The Secret Hervis. Give me Piper Niven and Alba Fire in this match. That would have been heat. I would have loved that.
That would have actually been good, and they would have actually been a women's tag team. Holy shit. Can you believe it? An actual women's tag team facing another actual women's tag team?
Aaron, you're talking crazy, dude. You gotta chill. You're talking crazy. An actual women's
crazy?
Tag team? Oh my god. You're talking crazy.
Instead of just a champion and a rival teaming up? What?
Judgment Day, next question.
I
will be pissed. I will be pissed if Lyra becomes a double champion. I love her to death. She's great.
Two-belt Lyra.
She's great. Don't take that like I hate on her. She doesn't need it. She's the women's IC champion. Let her do that. Please.
Like as I was saying earlier, they could have easily done a 6-woman or an 8-woman ladder match for the IC title. Like, you could have thrown Michin in there because people have really been wanting to see Michin. Could have thrown Selena Vega in there.
I think part
Like,
of the problem was they're doing a ladder match for the vacant North American title on NXT. So I don't think they kind of wanted to do the same kind of thing. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
but yeah, Judgment Day official pick.
Yep, same.
Black Belt. Who the hell is Randy Orton's opponent going to be? This is a speculated match, so we very well could be wrong. We probably will be wrong.
Yeah.
But this is essentially just fantasy booking. Who do you think his opponent will be?
If
I have 3 in the pocket. I just want to let you know that. I have 3 in the pocket.
I have 1 in the pocket because I know he's coming. He's coming soon at this point.
I am too.
My guess.
Sorry.
Okay, bro. I'm gonna go Aleister Black. My guess is that because they said, "Oh, he's coming the Friday after Mania." Coincidentally, I think it was bullshit the whole time. I think he's ready to come back, and they're saving his return for Mania. Kind of similar to the way they did Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes a few years back. I could see Randy coming out and being like, "We are not gonna have Mania without me."
While I would totally agree with that, the vignettes for Aleister Black's return, let's be honest, we all know it's Aleister Black. The vignettes for his return were airing weeks before Kevin Owens' injury was announced and Randy Orton no longer had an opponent.
Yeah.
That's what makes me think that it's probably not Aleister Black. But if it is Aleister Black, I'll just eat my words, But that's one of my ideas. My second one is a return as well.
Oh god, I know.
Similar to the Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Rusev. He will be returning on Rusev Day, and he will reign supreme on Rusev Day over Randy Orton.
Boo!
Nah, Rusev Day is heat. Rusev Day. Rusev Day.
I hated Rusev Day. That was the stupidest bullshit.
No. Rusev Day was absolute peak. It was when they tried adding Lana to that shit that it became cringe.
No, the whole thing was fucking cringe.
I will not take any.
Is Rusev Day.
I will not take any Rusev Day slander on Rusev Day.
Fuck Rusev Day.
Fuck you.
Fuck
Rusev
you.
Day is peak.
Fuck you.
All right. And then the third potential opponent is the man in that picture, returning to in-ring action, Nick Aldis. Have you seen any Nick Aldis matches before?
I have seen like a few clips, but I haven't watched like a full match. I know he can go though.
Oh yeah, he was a former 2-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. NWA notoriously only gives that world title to the best of the best. That's why R-Truth won it when he was on the Indies. No, but like Ron Killings, he was goated.
I'm sorry. Just like you're like, they only give that title to the best of the best. And that's why R-Truth won it.
R-Truth is goated.
He's goated, but like out of anyone you could have
no
said.
Longer make him a character, a fucking comedy character. Please let him wrestle. I beg you. He's so good. R-Truth is so good.
I'm sorry. I love R-Truth to death, but just the way you were like, that's why R-Truth won it. I'm like, brother.
But yeah, he's absolutely phenomenal. He's still in shape. He can still talk on the mic, obviously, with him being the GM of SmackDown.
My only request is if he does come back to in-ring action, can he please still be the GM? He's my favorite GM because he doesn't take shit from no one.
Exactly. I would love for him to remain as the GM while he's in action. Of course, not like not like giving himself title shots, but like more so he could give himself opportunities to earn a title shot. You know what I mean?
See, I'd kind of like it to be kind of like what Kurt Angle was. He like,
Mhm.
I'm good to go. I can hop in the ring, but I'm not going to unless I have to. I would
Yeah.
rather it be that kind of thing. Kind of like in this situation we're talking about. I mean, this is now the second time Randy Orton has RKO'd Nick Aldis. By the way, I love the callback, by the way. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Giving
because
him
whenever he paid the
$100,000
fine,
check.
but Randy, it was only 50,000.
That's for next time.
Yeah, that's for next time. Yeah, that's so good. That's so good.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I think if there was a time for Nick Aldis to return to the ring, it would be now.
Yeah, I agree.
His first ever WWE match at WrestleMania.
That'd be sick.
Cinema. I love Nick Aldis so much.
So we're saying
I can't praise him anymore.
basically we're saying it's three returns basically.
Yeah.
It's either 2 WWE returns or 1 in-ring return.
Yeah. It's fucking it's gonna be phenomenal either way. We know Randy's having a match. He's gonna put on a fucking clinic.
Like he always does. True goat
Absolutely.
right here. True goat status right there.
But whoever Randy faces, Randy's not going over.
Oh.
Let's be perfectly clear. Randy's not going over.
Yeah. As much as I hate to say it, because I do love Randy Orton, but especially if it's a return, no, he's not going over.
But yeah, if you haven't watched any Nick Aldis matches, I highly suggest you watch the very first All In from 2018. Nick Aldis took on Cody Rhodes for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Absolutely phenomenal match. That was my introduction to Nick Aldis. This next matchup, AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, taking on the Maverick, Logan Paul, Mr. Prime Energy himself. I already know who your ass is picking.
Do you?
Yeah, you're picking Logan Paul. Really? We're agreeing on this match?
I'm be honest. Hold on. Let me spit real quick. Chat. Let me be honest. This is my match. Okay. This is my favorite superstar of all time, AJ Styles. Fuck you, it's not Logan Paul. Versus one of my favorite in-ring talents in Logan Paul. I don't care what anyone says about Logan Paul. He can go in the ring.
I hate him absolutely as a person. He's such a polarizing figure, but goddamn can he go in the ring.
That's my thing. And that's why I hate when y'all give me shit about it. I don't mind him as a person. I'm not going to say I hate him because I rarely hate people.
I loathe him.
But he can go in the ring. He took Roman to the limit. He had a banger with Seth. He had an amazing triple threat last year. He can go. So I think this will be a fantastic match. But I think AJ is going to go over because I think this is going to be one of AJ's last Manias. As much as I hate to say it, he keeps getting injured. I don't think he's going to be in WWE for much longer. As much as it pains my soul, I think this is one of AJ's last Manias. I think he needs this more.
I think 42 or 43 will be his last Mania.
Yeah. And in my opinion, Logan Paul doesn't need to win because of who he is.
He can just spin it.
Yeah.
Oh, the ref screwed me. Oh, he did this illegal move, whatever.
Not,
he can spin it however he wants.
Yeah. Also, he can literally just, if he wants any momentum, he can just be like, dude, ratings, Money in the Bank, ratings, SummerSlam, ratings, Survivor Series.
Or he could be like, I let this old man get one last win at Mania, or some bullshit like that.
Yeah. Wanna know why, Chen? Because he's humble.
All right. You know what I think the finish is going to be for this?
What?
I think AJ's going to go for the phenomenal form, and he's going to, get caught with a gut kick or something. and then he's gonna get set up for the pulverizer. He's gonna do the flip whatever, and AJ's gonna land on his feet perfectly, and get him with a Styles Clash.
That'd be fucking sick.
Because Logan has hit that move on him twice now.
Yeah.
He's hit it way too many times on AJ. He's learned he's going to hit the fucking Styles Clash from the pulverizer.
Which by the way, I just gotta say this. That is a fire ass move. I remember a lot of people hated on it. They were like, "Oh, he can only do that to small guys." Who gives a shit?
Real.
He has a knockout punch for a reason.
Yeah. I was about to say he has a lifting and a non-lifting move, just like every fucking wrestler should have.
Exactly.
I have a lifting and non-lifting finisher in real life. I have the fucking Razor Crest, which is just a ripcord into his sister Abigail for non-lifting, and then for lifting, I have the End of Days. Like,
literally, it's like that's what I hate about people who hate Logan. They just hate him for who he is. They don't hate him in the ring. They hate him for who he is. Which, again,
real
fair, but come on.
I love that you acknowledge. You know what? That's fair. Who do you think is going to be in the Prime bottle?
You think they're doing that?
They've done it every WrestleMania he's been in.
Chat, you're so right. Hold on, let me.
First one was.
Hold on.
First one was KSI. Second one was Speed.
Hold on, let me go into my Prime knowledge. Who was recently announced as a Prime creator?
Kai Cenat.
Is he a Prime creator? I don't think he is.
They're good friends, and I believe that they signed a partnership.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. If I'm wrong, fuck it, I'm wrong.
I'm almost positive you're wrong. But hold on.
And Kai already does have a relationship within the WWE.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true.
So I could see Kai being the Prime bottle. So if you see it in an obnoxiously short Prime bottle, just know it's Kai. Sorry.
I mean, there's always the possibility it could be Jake. There's always that possibility it could be Jake.
That is true, because Jake has made an entrance before.
It's every day, bro. That was fucking peak. I'm sorry. It's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, that's so true. It very well could be Jake.
Could be Jake. Could theoretically always be his dad. I'm sure his dad would fucking do it.
All right, I have 3 guesses as who it could be. It could be Jake, it could be Kai, or it could be Deji.
That's not bad either.
KSI's brother, for those of you that don't know.
Time has come. The women's championship triple threat match as Io Sky defends the women's world championship against Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. What are your thoughts on this match? Mid.
I'm going to lean back for this one. Okay. Rhea shouldn't have been there in the first place. All she did was whine and moan until she got into this matchup. Bianca was not the right pick to win Elimination Chamber, so on that. Io Sky deserves a long championship reign. She is legitimately my favorite currently active women's superstar in WWE. Fuck, in wrestling, period. She is such a phenomenal wrestler. She does not deserve to lose the title in this match, especially not to either of these women.
I honestly 100% agree. I think there were so many better stories that could have been told. I'm not trying to, say this to discredit Io. I love Io, like you kind of said. She's amazing in the ring. But again, I know no one wanted to see it. I would have rather have Rhea retain the title and face Liv. Because at least then there was a story there. Because Bianca...
For a whole year?
Well, there's no story here. The story here is wah. That's the story here.
The story is Io was supposed to get a championship match. Oh my god, she won. Let me get my rematch. Bianca Belair said, I won Elimination Chamber. You don't get your rematch. So that's the story, and Io's just like, hey, what the fuck? Stop disrespecting me. You know what? I'm gonna beat the fuck out of both of you because you have been disrespecting me. Like literally every promo interaction is Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair going head to head with each other, and then anytime Io Sky tries butting in, she just goes
Just
like it's ridiculous.
like I'm sorry.
It's such an insane amount of disrespect to the current women's world champion, and I'm so excited for her to beat the fuck out of both of them. I'm not wishing injury upon any of them before fucking the IWC Twitter picks this up. I'm not wishing injury on any of them. Io's just gonna beat the fuck out of both of them, especially since it's a triple threat match with no DQ. She is for sure going to hit a trash can moonsault again.
To me, this match is just Bianca and Rhea are both extremely overbooked. It honestly bothers me at this point. I mean,
I think my issue is Rhea is overbooked and she's coming across as Rhea Hogan at this current time. And then the issue with Bianca Belair, the fans are turning on her. They're booing her. Much like Roman Reigns in like 2018, they're still insistent on her being a babyface.
Trying to think, because Bianca has been booked in a women's title match 3 of the last 4 Manias.
Yep.
Why? And the worst part, she's won every single one of them.
Yeah, which is why I'm like, thank God it's a triple threat, but also in the same breath, fuck, it's a triple threat because Io doesn't have to be involved in the finish.
Yeah, like that. It bothers me so much. I mean, I don't want Rhea to become a 3-time champion. I don't want Bianca to win this title because she doesn't fucking need it.
I think what's gonna happen is Bianca's gonna hit Rhea with the KOD finish, but she's gonna be so taken out of it that she will, like, she'll be so exhausted that she can't go for the cover, and Io will be perfectly placed up top, hit her moonsault 1, 2, 3, pinning Rhea with Bianca not being involved in the finish.
Do you think we see any kind of... Because you mentioned earlier how you think it was really Bianca all along. Do you think we get any Jade interference? Because I could very well see that being a case. Jade...
I don't see Jade interference for WrestleMania. I can see it progressing on Monday if they try to do another rematch. Like, no, Rhea was pinned. I wasn't pinned. I was supposed to have a one-on-one match. That's what the original contract said. So now they run it back, Io Sky, Bianca Belair on Monday Night Raw, and that's when Jade Cargill gets Bianca.
Okay. The other thing I could see, and I'm not excited for it, if it was Bianca all along, I would hate for this to be the case. Bianca wins here, and then her and Jade feud over the title. I don't know. My pick is officially Io, but I feel like there's going to be some screw job.
Io has, in my mind, Io has to win, or else this match is going to bomb.
Yeah. Because
at least in my opinion, because I'm genuinely gonna be so angry if Io loses it. Like, I don't get angry at wrestling matches often, but if Io loses, I will be livid.
Again, it bothers me the fact of no one wants Rhea in this match. You could fucking complain, say, oh, well, Rhea deserves it. Rhea never got a rematch. Bull fucking shit. Cry me a fucking river. Bianca didn't deserve to win the chamber, in my opinion. There was multiple other matches they could have done. I just hate the fact that they went with this. This is the product that never should have happened. But I'm officially picking Io.
Io Sky for the win. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on to your main event of the evening for the WWE Undisputed Championship. You've got the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes and Break-A-Wish John Cena.
Man, this is the match we wanted, and it has fucking delivered.
I'm so fucking excited for this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Thank the Lord it'll be on Easter Sunday and 420. Bro, I'm going to be high as a kite watching this. I'm going to enjoy this match so much. Oh my gosh. John Cena has to win this, right?
I have my opinion, but
Like, don't get me wrong. Cody has done well-ish with the year of being champion, winning at WrestleMania 40, and now he's at WrestleMania 41 still as champion. Don't get me wrong. He's had a pretty good reign. He's had some flubs, not great matches, like the one against AJ Styles in France. That was not great.
Whoa.
The finish wasn't great.
The finish wasn't great. The match was fantastic. The crowd was great in that match.
Yeah, the crowd phenomenal. I didn't choose the correct words. The finish was
yes. I'll be honest. I'm gonna kind of give my opinion after you're done about Cody's reign, in my opinion.
But Cody's reign has been fairly decent. He's had some, pretty good matches, but a lot of them have been like repeats. Like, oh, he faces Brock twice. Oh, he faces AJ twice. Oh, he faces whoever twice. Like, it's just a lot of repeats for several months in a row. And that kind of draws me out instead of drawing me back in with good storytelling. Like, oh, this other person over here just won a contenders match. You're going to be facing them at X pay-per-view.
Yeah. For me, I loved Cody's reign for a few reasons. I think he had a lot of good matches themselves. But, like, a lot of the matches I feel like he didn't need to be in. Like, his entire thing with the Bloodline. His SummerSlam match against Solo was fine because it was that kind of, oh, you beat Roman, but I'm a different animal kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he didn't need to be in that tag match. He didn't need to be involved in that story after SummerSlam because that wasn't his fight. He kind of made it his fight. I was upset with the AJ feud because, to me, I feel like that would have been better later on. Because what ruined it for me was the fact of he's not losing the title in his first feud. It's not happening. So I feel like that entire feud was just like, oh, they're going to put on a good match, but AJ's going to lose.
They're just burying AJ, yeah.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, with AJ being my favorite wrestler of all time, that it hurt. It really hurt to watch. But
yeah, that's fair.
Again, I don't hate Cody Rhodes for this. I think his matches have been decent. His feud with KO was fantastic. I think that was a great feud. Very hard-hitting feud. But
he never gave Roman his fucking rematch. The entire point of Roman coming back. Hold on. Can I continue?
No, because I don't want to hear it.
The entire point of Roman coming back, he said from day one after WrestleMania that when he came back, he was coming back for the Ulafala and for his Undisputed Championship. And we never got that match.
Cry about it.
I'm not crying about it. I'm just mad that they were like, oh yeah, this match is going to happen, and then it never happens. It's jingling the keys. That's what it is.
Long-term storytelling. It's going to be like 5 years later to be like, I never got my rematch.
Motherfucker said long-term storytelling, acting like Cody isn't losing the fucking title here tonight, that Sunday.
I personally don't want Cena to win it. I really don't.
Cena has to win it. You don't understand.
I don't personally want him to.
He's turned heel for the first time in 20 years after being a babyface. If he does not win this with this new attitude, his heel turn has been for nothing. For nothing at his last WrestleMania.
Like I was saying, I don't want Cena to win because I personally don't think he needs the 17th. I really don't think he does. However, he is gonna win it.
In continuation with you saying, "Oh, I don't think he needs the 17th." I like his mindset of I want to be there to shake the hand of the person that breaks the 17th.
Yeah.
Because Ric Flair, he immediately went, I'll stop taking my blood thinners and I'll march down to that ring and make sure you never win that 17th, brother.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, Flair.
Like,
this is why they're beating your record.
It's like I love Cena. I've always loved Cena. Cena was obviously the face of WWE for so goddamn long. But in my opinion, he doesn't need it. And
while I do agree with you to some extent, it's similar to the New Day's heel turn. If he does not win this, it was all for nothing, and the heel turn would fall flat on its ass.
Yeah. I'm not saying like I said, he is winning this title. That is my official pick. But I am saying personally, like let's say he didn't turn heel. Let's say this is a face versus face situation. He doesn't need the title. Yes, I'm saying that because he turned heel, now he needs it.
Correct. I agree.
That's my point. Like, I'm not saying, oh, he's not winning that 17 title. I'm saying he doesn't need it.
Yeah,
but now he does.
His new character needs it.
Yes. Sorry, I should have clarified that better. But
his character needs it, not John Cena himself.
Yes, exactly. Because, like I said, I don't think Cena needed the title until he turned heel. Because I obviously I don't think anyone is gonna break 17 unless it's Cena. I think the only the closest person other than Cena is Orton, but Orton would have to win like 3.
He's at 14.
Yeah,
I think
it's either 14 or 15. But yeah, he's gonna have to win 3, and I don't think Orton has that much longer. I don't think there's anyone else that's even close.
Triple H, but he's retired, I believe.
Well, yeah, Triple H is retired.
Like 12.
Yeah, because I know Orton just passed him recently.
Mm-hmm. I believe he passed him at 33.
I think it was he won the WWE title in like 2020 in a random
No, I was saying I think he passed Triple H whenever he won the title at WrestleMania 33.
Okay. But yeah, I'm picking Cena, obviously, with this heel character. He needs this title. He needs to prove that everything he's done has been him and not the fans.
To have some validity in this character.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, both of our official picks, John Cena. Thank you all for joining us for our official WrestleMania 41 predictions that will be going live this Saturday and Sunday, 2-night WrestleMania event. I love that WrestleManias are now 2 nights. I think they kind of picked that up from New Japan because for years they've been doing night 1 and night 2 at the Tokyo Dome for Wrestle Kingdom. But I digress.
I can't wait to go to
a
Mania one day. I can't wait to go to a Mania one day.
I think if I ever go to a WrestleMania, I think it's when they inevitably do come back to Texas because they did 32 and 38 in Dallas. It's just a matter of time that they come back. It'll probably be like WrestleMania 46 or something.
Yeah. Mark my words, though. You and I and a few other people will go to Mania one day.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Big old road trip to fucking Dallas.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for our official WrestleMania 41 picks. If you like what you see, consider giving us a like. and a subscribe down there. Let us know in the comments what you think of our long form content like this. Let us know if you agree or disagree with any of our picks. Do you have anything else to add, Black Belt?
I will be going live for WrestleMania reactions, so feel free to check us out on our Twitch about that. I will be going live there.
Oh, I also just wanted to add that this was filmed Thursday the 17th at 2 p.m. So if there are any other matches that were announced that we haven't covered, that's why. We
Yeah.
filmed it the day before the go home show.
Yep.
I doubt that there's going to be any other announced matches, but
Only thing I
there's-
could possibly see is maybe they reveal who Orton's opponent will be if he's, or maybe they'll announce that he's gonna have a match, but they won't announce who it'll be. They'll make that
Yeah.
official, but I don't see them being like, oh, this person's facing this person for this. No.
Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've covered all our bases. So with that being said, y'all have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day or have yourself a wonderful night. God bless. We
See ya.
will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Deuces.